Good morning and welcome. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only David Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and the ground staff have set up a very fair wicket. Any lapse in concentration, though, and the wickets will tumble. So, probably worth having a bowl first. Gorgeous clear weather and no threat of any rain.
Great information there from David Gower. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Dahani has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Straight to the fielder.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. There'll be runs here. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Right out of the middle.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot, gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Nice shot, runs possible. Gone, excellent catch, close to the bat.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Ralph, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the southern end. Gone, it's a good catch.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Gone, another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Super piece of timing.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Azam, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. They'll get at least 1. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Samson takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
The right decision not to take on that fielder.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
End of the over. 28 off it. The Spirit are 6 for 49.
A few moves made in the field.
Been some great bowling in this innings so far. Just need one more to really top it off. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Edged. What a ball.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That's the over. The Spirit are 6 for 68.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
Ahmed from the northern end. Misses everything. Strong appeal. Yes. Thick edge. Yep.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field. Some adjustments to the field.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better. Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Ahmed will be disappointed with that delivery.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Spirit are 6 for 77. Going with spin now.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Well, that's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Nicely played.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
That shot brings up 50. Raises the bat. And appreciation from the fans in the crowd. A few moves made in the field.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Nice shot.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Ul Haq. The right armour is coming into the attack from the northern end. That's off the middle of the bat.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Gone. Brilliant diving catch. They made it look so easy.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. Afridi, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the southern end.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Good bit of timing there.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Out! What a catch!
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Ralph coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. What a shot! First ball, smashed it!
Not standing on ceremony, this one. Brilliantly timed and flew over the boundary for 6 runs.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes.
Fantastic catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate.
These two batters will have a lot of opportunities to score as the field comes in.
Good catch. Out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
Edge, unplayable. Doesn't beat the infield.
Managed to get off the mark in a rather streaky fashion. The bowler won't mind that at all.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Azam, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Azam shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Drives and misses everything.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the southern end. Right out of the middle.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Got all of it, and for 6.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Loud appeal. Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. Not hitting a thing, ends up wasting a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Ahmed is new to the crease. They'll be keen to feel bat on ball early on. Quick onto that in the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
The Spirit found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single. A few moves made in the field.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Azam got nothing on that as it goes over the rope.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Just waited on it, got given a bit of width and launched it all the way.
Azam has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Out! Caught!
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Absolutely nailed it.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? A beauty. Brilliant catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Ahmed didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive. Great work behind the stumps, save some runs with that dive.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Super piece of timing.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. There'll be runs here. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Ashraf comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Misses everything.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Going with a more aggressive field choice. On the drive. The bowling's too good though. Great line and length. Beats the edge. A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Some adjustments to the field.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Super shot, that.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Edge. What a ball. And gone straight to the keeper.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Ralph, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong.
Ralph takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Jansen from the northern end. They'll get at least 1. Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Well placed. Should get a single.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Couldn't get it through the field. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Markram, the spinner, coming into the attack.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Great shot. At least one on offer. Couldn't have hit that any better.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the northern end.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just threw the shot too early. That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Edged.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Time that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Edged, unplayable. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. And taken by the wicket-keeper, brilliant bowling to get the edge.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Butler will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's out. Caught.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
Khan won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Nokia into the attack now from the northern end. Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Gone! Takes it and seals the win.
That's it. They're all out. An amazing bowling display. I felt victory was only a matter of time, and so it has proved. Just a brilliant win.